Hey guys, it's Julia, and for today's video I'm going to be doing a book review, and today we are going to be discussing The Accident Season by Moïra Fowley-Doyle. I don't know how to say it, I'm sorry. Before I get far into this review, I want to mention also that there are some trigger warnings in this. They're kind of spoilery, like they're not like super like huge spoiled, but they are spoilers. So if you are usually kind of triggered to a lot of the trigger warnings, like if you kind of have a really sensitive spot for a lot of the things people give trigger warnings for, then please send me like a message on Twitter or something like that. If you really want to read this book but you're kind of worried about trigger warnings, send me a message, because I don't want someone to read it and then get this huge shock out of it that's gonna like harm, like that's gonna be upsetting for you. So if you are like immune or like responsive or something to a lot of trigger warnings, then just text me on Twitter, message me on Twitter. It's private, like it's down below, but it's private, but like I accept everybody anyways. But just message me there and I'll tell you, because I don't want anyone to get harmed or to worry about that. So yeah, but yes. I have a little story with this first. Like, I was just going into this like little tiny Kohl's or Indigo or whatever, and I just walk over to the YA section and I just look at the shelves, and this is not even released yet, and it's just sitting there, just one. I'm like, what? And then I read it, I read my review, and then I realized that everybody else who's done reviews had ARCs, and I'm like, how? Like, why do I have a finished hardcover? I don't understand, but whatever. So in this book we follow a girl named Kara, and basically every year, like late October for the season, her family, like her and her family are accident prone. So it's been happening years and years for generations with their family, and basically some years they get cuts and bruises around this time, or some years they get broken bones, or some years people die like in their family. But yes. So that's what this book is about. Like, their family is like accident prone around this time of the year, and we follow Kara during the accident season. Like, we follow their accident season for this year, and basically it's supposed to be one of the worst, so that's what we follow. This book was okay, I guess. I gave it about a 3 stars. It was still decent. It was really short and it was kind of creepy. I didn't expect it to be like creepy or like suspenseful or anything, but I was reading this sometimes and I'm like, wait, why am I reading this at night again? I don't know, but I was reading this and I was kind of just like, oh. And like the writing, sometimes it was very like metaphorical and stuff, and then sometimes it was like really dull, and I was like, oh, okay. And then the first half or so, it's like interesting, like getting to hear more about the concept of everything, but it's quite slow at the beginning, and then later on it really picks up, which is great because it was really slow. Like, it was slow, and the characters were all right. I found them all kind of dull except for B. I found her really unrealistic. Like, you'll see if you read it, you know what I'm talking about. I found her kind of unrealistic, but she was actually kind of interesting, and she had different sides to her, and I appreciated that. And like the rest of them were kind of dull. And the main character was doing like really stupid things. Like, this is not spoiled, but during the accident season, like right near the beginning of the book, she's like sitting at the train tracks when she's accident prone. I'm like, what are you doing? And then she's like sitting like on the train, like near the train tracks, or on them, but like basically on them. And I'm like, I don't get it. And then she's like near this river all the time, and she's like sitting near the river, and like her and her brother are like fake pushing each other in, and I'm just like, girl, you guys are gonna fall and you guys are gonna die. Stop it. Like, it was so stupid. I'm like, can you stop, please? Also, the romantic relationship that sprouts with our main character, no. No. I gave it, the rating I gave it was like really because of the concept, and the plot was interesting. The characters and the romance were like, I might get into it a bit in the spoilery section, but like, no, just And as per usual, it has one of my like most hated kind of tropes, and that is when they are partying. So when characters are partying and smoking weed and stuff, I'm like, stop. Don't want to read that. But it was in here. It wasn't it was kind of a different aspect of it too, because it was really spooky, which was nice, I guess. But like, usually I really hate that in books, and I was really surprised how creepy this was. And like, no, it was kind of creepy. But other than that, the plot is interesting. If you're gonna read this, I would read it for like entertainment purposes, and if you're going into this I would like go into it, be like, it's gonna be like a spooky, fast, creepy kind of ride, I guess, and it's gonna be an interesting concept, and that's how you should go into it. It's not gonna have fabulous characters or like a huge backstory or anything. Like, it does have a backstory, but not like a huge, like, just expect it for entertainment and kind of to give you a little spook, and then that's about it. But I would read this from the time of the accident season, which is like October, because that's kind of like the Halloween mood you get in and stuff. But yeah, so I'm gonna get into like a tiny spoiler section, not very long, not like a 12-minute one or anything, but yeah. So if you haven't read it, if you want to pick it up, sounds interesting, go ahead, pick it up. But I gave this a 3 stars, so it's your opinion, see what you can make of it if you own it or anything like that. But it is getting some good reviews as well, so yes. Bye bye. Hello, you've read it, welcome to the spoilery section. That was weird, but I'm home alone, so I can talk as loud as I want, so yay, because usually people are talking in the background and it's kind of annoying. But so the book, the romance, was with Kara and her brother Sam, and it was like, girl, why are you thinking romantic feelings about your brother? Like, girl, you can do whatever you want, but like, I didn't like reading her gush over her brother. I knew he was weird because like on the quarter mark, I wrote down a couple things that were pissing me off, and I put Sam the brother licked something off her face. Like, there's this like piece of food on her face and he licks it off. I'm like, okay, I would be creeped out if a love interest did that to me or anybody did that to me, but like my brother. And then she has like feelings for him, and I'm like, girl, you gotta sort out your stuff. Like, I get you like what you like or whatever, but come on, stop. And no, but I really, the ending kind of confused me a bit, but I'm really happy the whole Elise thing got resolved and everything. She was creeping me out. Like, she was in every one of their pictures, and like she was always there, and I'm like, stop, this is like a horror movie, leave me alone. Like, I usually don't get scared that easy, but that was kind of creeping me out a little. And yeah. That's what I have to say about the accident season. I really hope you guys enjoyed this quick review, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up or subscribe down below, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys have read it, let me know your thoughts down below and everything like that, and I'll see you all very, very soon with a new video. Bye.